We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Today it'll be Conquest baseball between the Sluggers and the Angels. Chicago attempts to add another stronghold. Next,
Martin.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Oh, what an effort. Line drive over the third baseman's head, but did you see how high he got off the ground? What an effort to try to grab that ball.
Giancarlo Stanton now. First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
1-0 count. Here it is. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Trout on the run. But he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Center fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. There's one. Relay to first, and that'll take care of Cruz. It's a double play. So a man at third here with two gone, and standing in trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
That's a huge double play. You had a chance to have some runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Now all of a sudden you got a runner at third base with 2 outs. This is where the hitters got to lock in and say, I'm picking us up anyway.
Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. So here's Ben Revere. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
And leading off for the Halo, left fielder.
Now the bunt attempt hits him here. But they're going to say he offered at it. And that's the first strike.
Nope.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting second.
Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here's Price now on 1-0. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Martin fields it cleanly, and a throw to Pujols is in time for the play. Now the first pitch here from Price. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. 1-2 now.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way out. At the plate, George Springer. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. This one's down to third. Marte is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Here's Todd Frazier now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
He was sitting on that fastball. You can't tell me he wasn't. First pitch fastball, and he turned on it like
The
that.
catcher,
Nice
number
job.
13, Salvador Perez.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Chopped weakly to the left. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Batting eighth.
So a runner in scoring position with two men gone. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tapper up the line. But it's foul, strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt.
Count 0-2.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit hard to short. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. One hit, one left. Here's Albert now. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
Baseman, Albert Pujols.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 home now to Albert. This is on the ground over to first. Backhanded. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting fifth, right
Cole
fielder.
Calhoun will stand in now.
Calhoun.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
Well, that ball's high as a strike in the zone can go, but umpires don't like to reward pitchers on that one. They want to make you get the ball down, so he called it a ball. Throw it down, you get the strike.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Now another 1-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Martin ranging into shallow right, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, third baseman.
Here's Jeffrey Marte now. They'll try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 from Price. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the Javier Baez will grab a bat hit for the pitcher here.
Price. Number 9, Javier Baez.
Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. And he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. Hard hit ball to short, played on the backhand. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, second base.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Martin. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike one.
He did a nice job of getting 2 outs before the 2-hitter came to the plate. Now you got the 2-hitter at the plate, and you start to move to the power. You want to keep as many of those little guys out front off the base before the big boys come up. He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to continue to be aggressive to this hitter as well.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calhoun has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they breeze through. Addison Reed, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Now a ball line foul as this is over the Angel dugout.
Luis Valbuena.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Now at the plate, Martin Maldonado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 0-2 coming. Another one sent foul. Now another 0-2. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Reed's ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to left. And the Halos have their first hit of the game. Digging in to try it again. Ben Revere. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And there he goes towards second. A pitch out. The throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The set and the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Swinging a little blooper to center. Martin into shallow center. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So it's no. Daniel Wright, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nelson Cruz. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slow little roller to third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The first baseman.
Ready for another chance. Albert Pujols. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Marte takes it in. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
The left fielder, number
George Springer comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Into the windup and the pitch. On the ground up the middle. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. So nothing happening this time around. Digging in, Yunel Escobar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Yunel Escobar.
New pitcher coming on now as we'll get a look at the side armor, Joe Smith. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Right side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The center fielder.
Now at the plate, Mike Trout. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. The 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is taken in for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in, the former MVP, Albert Pujols. In there for strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. And another pitch is hit foul as the battle continues here. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Hot shot towards the hole. And that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit.
Boy, that was a heck of an at-bat. Worked the count full. Pitcher thought for sure he'd be looking fastball. He got a breaking ball, stayed with it, and got the base hit. That's about as good as it's going to get right there.
Cole Calhoun is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. 2 out with the man at first. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Cruz will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Standing in, Todd Frazier. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. In there, a base hit.
Well, we always expect him. If he's got 2 hits in the hit column, something's going to be over the boards. But hey, he'll take the 2 singles. Not complaining.
Now at the plate, Salvador Perez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And no one will get this one. Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Back-to-back hits, and now they're in a position to break this inning open. You can bunt, you can hit and run, you can do a lot of things now to take the lead and really put some pressure on the defense.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. Hit hard that time, but right to Escobar at short. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
The pitcher number 30, Joe Smith.
Gary Sanchez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Gary Sanchez.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Long throw to third. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third. And he'll get into scoring position here with one away. It's a pinch hit double. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now.
Martin.
And there's ball four now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order. Giancarlo Stanton now, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Stanton.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Calhoun on the run. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Hey, always productive to score runs when you can. And that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Hard ground ball to third. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Wow, well, that's a combination of a little bit there. You're going to drive in that run, and they have no play on you.
Here's Albert now. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
1 strike to Pujols. In the dirt, and now let's see. So now 2 men in scoring position. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. In to score the runner from third, and the second run will score as well.
Well, he tried to double up on him. First one, he swung through it, figuring, hey, I'll throw him another one until he hits it. Well, this time he hit it.
George Springer.
Here's George Springer. He sends it on the ground softly to the left. He's got it. Toss goes to Valbuena at second, and that'll do it. So a very good outburst here.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher coming on now, and it's the very hard-throwing right-hander Jordan Walden who'll make an appearance here. Here's Jeffrey Marte now. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Third baseman, Jeffrey Marte.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. First offering on its way. Luis Valbuena comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but those are 2 good pitchers' pitches. Both on the inside half, both for strikes. There's nothing you can do with it. You just got to hope now you get something to hit.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Martin Maldonado comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. A 1-0 delivery. That misses. 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. A 5-0 finish tonight. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base.
What's up to whoever is watching this live stream? I don't know who's watching it right now. David Freeze. I thought David Freeze's card would be a lot more. Huh. I thought it would be a lot more than that. I want to switch over the Twitch, but I can't. Whatever's going on over there is not working. Where the heck? Great. Eliminate the Angels out of the conquest mode. That's actually another thing I should check. Alright, so first I'm actually gonna just conquer the strongholds. That's my goal. Because without their stronghold, they can't add no more hexagons. That's what I'm gonna do, is conquer the stronghold, and I think I can beat the Dodgers. I'm gonna conquer the Colorado Rockies.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Today it'll be Conquest baseball between the Sluggers and the Dodgers. Chicago will look to grow their empire. Coming up next.
Second baseman, Alex Martin.
And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 67 degrees our game time temperature. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
And here's a ball hit
I
in the
just
air.
blew that one.
Turner is over, and he puts it away for the first out. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. HR, what's the key for him here tonight?
I'll tell you what, this is one of those pitcher's parks that come in and you go, uh-oh, I could be 0 for 15 if I don't execute. Well, how do you execute in a pitcher's park? They throw you outside, take that base hit to right field. Don't try to do too much. You do what he gives you, you take what he gives you, and you move on.
And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Puig's got a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping up to the plate, Nelson Cruz. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. 1-1. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. This one's flared out toward left. And that's in there, base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Well, this is the recipe they want. Their pitcher comes out, throws a scoreless top of the first, and then you get a leadoff single to start the bottom of the inning. Good start.
Yasiel Puig is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Again, he sends it out of play.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
Good waist pitch, 1-2. Ready with the 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Here's Corey Seager. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one.
I really like that pitch right there. The batter will tell you everything. You get a late swing right there on a fastball low and away. That means that's a great located pitch.
And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. Into the box, Justin Turner trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
It's a big at-bat right here, Matt. You have to get to him early in the game. I know there's 2 outs. You got to run the scoring position. But the good pitchers get stronger the deeper they go in the game.
Throw over to Pujols at first will take care of him to end the inning. Now in the box, Albert Pujols. He'll lead things off against Kenta Maeda.
Albert Pujols.
Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Utley is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Dodgers. And at shortstop, Corey Seager. They say this kid doesn't even have a heart rate. He's so calm, he's so smooth, he so lets the game come to him. But I like how he catches the ball. He makes all the plays, and the bat hops, he's going to make those two. Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side. And as a result, he got an ugly swing and miss.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. On his way to second is Springer. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Todd Frazier is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Hit on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
The catcher, number 13.
Coming to the plate now, Salvador Perez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
That's two poor swings from a guy that hits in the middle of the order, and he's used to having base runners. You don't see that from him very often.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means two men are in scoring position now with two away. Two men on, two out. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. In to score the runner from third. And he'll get in there safely.
Batting ninth, the pitcher,
Gary Sanchez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Verlander, number 24, Gary Sanchez.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home.
Sorry, I muted him.
Has a look. Now the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
The good hitters, they don't usually have trouble with the low 90s fastball. He might have been looking for something else.
From the belt, the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Now another 0-2. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. A ball and two strikes. Here it is. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Addison Reed, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Franklin Gutierrez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. Up with it now is Tulowitzki, and he's retired here, one away. Now a at the plate, number 35. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game. And that misses, ball one. One out, nobody on. Line hard toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Yasmani Grandal is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Springer. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So they breeze. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Martin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair?
Oh,
it will
close.
not. Just slicing foul at the very last moment. So close to extra bases. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
The batter, right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Seager
dangerous if he
fields
did
it
that.
cleanly. Throw on to first, two gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. In is the second baseman, Chase Utley. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Chase Utley.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside.
There's that tight slider right there. Just missed getting under the hands. That's a good pitch. I like that pitch. But if you don't get it where you want it, it could be a dangerous pitch to throw.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit to short. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1. Jock Peterson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 31, Jock.
Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet. You don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
0-2, here it is. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Center fielder, Andrew.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul
And
territory.
that's the game.
Frazier is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Kenta Maeda worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Alright, we'll be right back. I'm back. Actually, I need to go to missions. 'Cause I need to check, if I, 'cause I know, hold on. I can't figure out how to change my tire logo. Alright guys, that's gonna be it. I will see you guys next time. Expert Gamer out.